The Living Word in the City, Part 22, The New Heaven and New Earth. Episode 169, A New Sky, A New City. The white throne faded. The sky above Chicago burned away in a flood of light, then reformed, brighter, bluer, alive. The streets shimmered, cleansed of sorrow. And from above, descending over Lake Michigan, came a city, radiant like a bride, the New Jerusalem. Episode 170, Chicago Transfigured. The familiar neighborhoods of the South Side and the West Side began to transform. Vacant lots bloomed with life. Abandoned buildings stood remade with gold and crystal walls. Every corner store and church merged seamlessly into the holy city descending. Chicago itself became part of God's eternal dwelling. Episode 171, Wiped Tears. An angel touched every face. The tears Elisha had shed for the lost were wiped away, never to return. The grieving mothers, the fatherless children, the weary workers, their sorrows dissolved like mist. Death itself was gone. Pain and crying vanished in an instant. Episode 172, The River of Life. Darnell led the group through what was once Grant Park. Now, a river clear as crystal flowed down the middle, coming directly from the throne of God. On each side grew the tree of life, bearing fruit in every season. The leaves shimmered with healing for the nations. Episode 173, No More Sunsets. The streetlights, the skylines glow, none were needed. For the Lamb himself was the light. Night never returned to the city. Children played freely in alleys once shadowed by fear. Elders walked safely in neighborhoods once torn by violence. Episode 174, The Gates of the City. The New Jerusalem's gates stood wide open. On one was written the name of Judah. On another, Levi. On another, Benjamin. And more, until all 12 tribes were declared. The nations streamed through, from Bronzeville to Beijing, from Englewood to Ethiopia, all welcomed home. Episode 175, The Throne at the Center. In the place where City Hall once stood, a greater throne was now set. From it, the Lamb reigned, and his people served him face to face. There was no separation. Every song sung in Chicago's churches echoed now as one eternal chorus, Holy, Holy, Holy. Episode 176, All Things New. Darnell and Elisha stood side by side at the lakefront. No more sirens, no more gunfire, no more despair. Instead, laughter, joy, unbroken peace. The King's words echoed across the waters, Behold, I make all things new.